Science experiments are always fun, but I never thought about putting ketchup instead of thermal paste on a CPU. This might be the first time you might be hearing about such stuff, and to be honest, I was quite surprised to see the thermal results. While using thermal paste is the most common way of transferring heat from the chip to the heatsink, you know it's not always possible to have some extra lying in your drawers. Recently, a guy on computer-based forum with the username Assassin Warlord conducted an experiment where he put the Radeon R7 240 GPU to some weird tests. The GPU was benchmarked with different thermal pads, daily use products as well as some eatables to see if the GPU could really run on the alternatives. These included thermal pads from popular brands like Arctic, EK, Corsair and Amazon, and included random products like cheese, potato, toothpaste, copper paste and of course the ketchup. Upon running Furmark for 5 minutes, the results were out and shockingly the ketchup seemed to be a better alternative to thermal pastes. It even outperformed many thermal pads and toothpaste did not look good at all. Compared to the toothpaste, the ketchup helped the GPU chip remain around 19 degrees cooler, but the GPU throttled with potato and cheese. This is definitely an eye-opener because many of us have been using toothpaste as a thermal paste alternative. Looks like the next time you find thermal paste being dried on your CPU, you could use ketchup for a few days. But remember that it is still not a good idea because ketchup has a good amount of water in its composition which can be fatal for your CPU in the long run. And talking about a fatal mistake, the LG 1700 motherboards are reported to have some serious problems with their Ethernet. As reported by TechPowerUp, many users of the latest Intel 700 chipset motherboards have been complaining about random connection drops when using the internet through the Intel Ethernet port. These motherboards are using the latest i226V as the default 2.5G controller and are experiencing interrupted internet connection for a few seconds. The worst part is that currently there is no fix to this. Even though for some a few seconds of interrupted connection won't matter, but I don't think anyone would be happy if their internet stops while they are playing video games online or having a Zoom call meeting. Lastly, the GPU war we all expected is ending up getting worse than ever. The recently launched Nvidia's RTX 4070 Ti is surprisingly outselling every GPU from AMD and Intel. As reported by Tech Epiphany, these are the latest GPU sales stats from Mindfactory, which is a German retail website but gives us a good idea. In the last 3 weeks, 545 4070 Ti GPUs were sold, which outnumbered the total sales of RX 7900 XT and the XTX GPUs together. This is definitely surprising as RX 7900 XT is generally speaking a better value card, but it seems like most users still prefer Nvidia over AMD due to several reasons including the driver compatibility and the better ray tracing performance. Now, I'm not saying that the RTX 4070 Ti is a bad GPU, but the pricing is horrible compared to the past generations. This again is true for AMD GPUs too, and that is why we are seeing the lowest GPU sales in almost 2 decades. Let's hope that these companies learn their lessons and slash the prices even further so that everyone can build a PC again. That's all for today's video, and I know that it has been almost 7 months since I uploaded my last video, but that was due to a lot of work pending. Hopefully, I will continue uploading videos every week so that you can catch up to the latest hardware news before everyone does. Share the video and let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.